So here we are with part 2 of this new Waxxie info. And I was in and off with what I use to clean besides soap and water. If you want to clean it with soap and water, I don't clean it with soap and water. I just wipe it off with an old t-shirt. And you can throw these in the wash. You can use old t-shirts, old rags. I have a few old rags. I threw them in the wash and get right back at it. So I bought an old t-shirt, you know, that I already have been using. That was my son's. He can't fit no more. It was ruined with stains. You know how kids in white shirts are. So that's what you could do. Take old t-shirts. It don't have to be white. It could be whatever old t-shirt you have. An old rag, an old washcloth, you know, whatever. And it wipes off pretty good. And then you can also wash it with soap and water. So see, I also wipe out my hot plate warmer bowls as well. That's why you see the really deep stains right here. This is from me when I dump my wax. I take the t-shirt or the rag that I'm using and I wipe the bowl out. So that's how I clean off my cutter and my wax bowls, with a t-shirt or old t-shirt, rag, whatever. Bags. I have explained this as well. The bags that you want to use for your wax, if you have to rebag, which some of them you will, you can get the bakery bags. You need to make sure they have the polypropylene plastic in them. If you do not buy the bags with the polypropylene in them, your wax will slowly but surely go to waste because the plastic will suck the scent out. If you cannot use a regular Ziploc bag, it needs to be polypropylene. And in the clear on Etsy, N-I-N, the clear, all in one, on Etsy, sells polypropylene bags. They do not sell the bakery bags, though, not to my knowledge. And plus the bakery bags, the places, 1 or 2 places that did sell them, they were crazy expensive. They was like 12 bags for like $12 or $15 or something crazy like that. It don't need to be no bakery bag that I don't need. In the clear, they sell these big bags because I'm about to order some, so they'll be to me by the time I get home, because I have some a bunch of wax waiting for me. But I got some BAM bars me and Diva Deb ordered together, and I have to send her part in the I'm gonna send it to her in the bag or the pan what they send it in, and I'm gonna take mine out and put them in these big bags like this. I'm gonna order me big bags just like this to put my BAM bar cubes in. But I like the clear bags. These bakery bags can be a pain in the butt, and they messy, and you got to keep folding them back, and then they start to rip. I like the plastic bags. You can never go wrong, and you can recycle these as well. I do anyway. You don't have to throw them away. Sometimes they say the scent take on. If you put another scented wax in with another scent, it will kind of take on that scent if it's strong enough. But whatever. But this is a clear polypropylene bag. It's just in a bigger size. This is a smaller version of the polypropylene bag. I have, I believe, this size or maybe a size up. I have the 5x5. I got 50 of them, of the 5x5 square polypropylene bags like this size. I think this is a 5x5 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a 4x4, but I bought 5x5 that's just like this. It may be a little bit bigger if this is not a 5x5. I got 50 of them for, I think it was $10 with shipping. And I believe my bags are bigger than this. This may be a 4x4. I'm not sure. But I got 50 of them for, I'm thinking $10 with shipping, no more than $12 with shipping. And In the Clear ships really quickly. They're not slow. So again, when you start ordering wax, the first minute you order wax, you go to In the Clear on Etsy, and you get you some polypropylene bags. You don't need anything this big unless you get in loaves. You know, if you go to any of my videos, you'll see the big loaf pans. Unless you get in loaves, you don't need anything this big. All you need is a 4x4 or a 5x5 polypropylene bag like this size, and you good to go, because some vendors, they use those cheap bags and they come apart and, you know, and all of that stuff. But if you just getting some regular wax chunks, or if you getting wax that comes like brittles or chunks that come in a bakery bag, that means there's a lot of pieces to it, then you will need most likely a bigger bag. It's still not this big, but that's why I went with the 5x5, because the 5x5 holds a lot. It holds a bunch of wax. Yeah, so 5x5 is a really good size to start off with. And probably polypropylene bags on Etsy. In the Clear is the company. And I don't know if I said they're out of Texas, but yeah, they're out of Texas somewhere in, I think Houston, I'm not sure. Let's see, I got my book, so I'm reading what I need to talk about. How to order. I pretty much covered how to order. Basically, you go to the company. What you want to do is also, as you coming across these companies, and a good way to find out who the companies are, and this is where your book comes in, your wax book, go on YouTube. A lot of these OG Waxxies, they done tried every darn company under the sun. They done been in this game for about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, honey. And they know every wax company there is under the sun. So when you come across a wax video by one of the OG Waxxies, you write down the name of the company and you YouTube search to see other YouTubers on, you know, info on the company, what they ordered, what it looked like. Then you go to Facebook and you put in the search for the company. A lot of these wax companies also have private groups, so they may have like a fan Facebook page, but what you want to get in is their private group. That's where you need to be. That's where all of the important good information is in their private groups, like when they're going to have their sale, when they're going to open back up their online store, if they have an online store, how you sign up for their customs list. Some of them work off their Facebook page. They don't have an online. So when you join the different vendors' Facebook private or closed Facebook groups, you will find out a lot more information than you will if they had a open Facebook group. And why is this red light blinking? I don't know, but if it cuts off, I'll come back. So, yeah, basically what you want to do is just find out the company's YouTube, where I will say will be your best bet, where you will find out a lot of information and companies' names. And again, get your book so you can write down the name of the company, so you don't have to keep doing what I was doing, running back, trying to remember the video and who said what. It was a mess. But YouTube, get your book, write down the company, and join their groups. You also want to join a few wax groups where some of them don't have any vendors in there, so you can freely ask questions and talk about the wax. You can't really do that in the vendor group, because they'll probably get a little annoyed, like, why is she in here asking about my wax? The people in here must like the wax because they're in here. So you want to join a group that where you can, like another private group, where you can ask questions about a vendor you want to try without the vendor coming across and feeling some type of way. And there are groups for that as well on Facebook where you can talk freely about the different vendors. Yeah. And sometimes the vendors are in there and they just get their feelings hurt, but shoot, it'll help them to get it together. You know, when it comes to their wax or how the customers really feel, you know, you got to have thick skin. It's about bettering your company, not that, you know, I don't think they're trying to tear you down. They, you know, you take that constructive criticism and better your product. That's what I feel. Who to order from first? I can't tell you who to order from first because that's where the D-stash comes in, you know, or, you know, what looks good to you. That you just have to use your own judgment. Who you want to order from first. Again, a D-stash is a good way to try different companies, so then you'll know who you want to order from first. Or if you come across a company, you'd be like, oh my goodness, her wax looks so pretty and it looks so good. Go ahead and try it. Do a small order. You know, a small order, like maybe $30. No more than 40 bucks. Because if you don't like the wax or if it doesn't perform well, you're not out of a whole lot of money. I gave y'all what bags to use. I gave you what you cut your wax warmers. What warmers to use or buy. Now, I did do a video on the warmers that I use. Most of the time, these warmers, these wax tarts, melts, scoopables, whatever you want to call it, they do well with hot plate and tea light, I found. Some of the bulb warmers like Scentsy, it's a hit or a miss. So what I would suggest, so that you won't be wasting your money, is that you have some hot plate warmers like 24 watt. Dollar General sells 24 watt or 20 watt. Target and Walmart sell the Glade 20 watt because Glade sell hot plate warmers. And you could go anywhere and get a tea light warmer. Tea light warmers will melt anything and do a good job at it if you get a good tea light warmer. Because I did buy one from Ashland and that thing sucked, but the bowl on it was small and it was a thick material. It was a thick like not glass, but I can't even get the name out. Kind of like what you put on your counter, like Corey. It was a real thick glass type of tea light candle, and it didn't do well. It didn't give a good throw. Whereas the blue tea light that I showed you I had for years, the glass on it is not as thick, and that tea light, that's probably the best one that I got in my house. Though the con to that is you got to keep buying tea lights. You can't melt all day and all night with a tea light. You have to keep putting in tea lights. So, hot plates, you want to get a 20, 24 watt, or 18 watt. I have an 18. I have two 18 watts. I want to get a Glade 20 watt. I had a $24, a 24 watt Dollar General, but the plug on it broke when I was leaving. I don't know what happened. So I have to go and buy another one. But that's what you want to start off with. Tea light. Get a tea light warmer, a 24 watt or a 20 watt hot plate, and try to find you an 18 watt. Yankee Candle normally sells hot plate warmers of all wattage sizes, and if you catch them on sale, you can catch really, really good deals. I'm talking like $10. Like I bought one at Yankee Candle for $30-something, and it was just on sale for like $12 or $10 on some change. Really? But this video is going to end, so it's going to be a third part. Be right back.